President Trump is heading back to the U.S. from Scotland today. Earlier, he spoke about trying to get things straightened out in the Middle East. During the trip, Trump also announced he is moving the deadline for Russia to make a ceasefire deal with Ukraine. Now the Kremlin says it will continue its special military operations anyway. ABC News senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is traveling with the president. Hi, Rachel. So Russia launched new strikes on Ukraine overnight. Now the Kremlin doesn't seem to be backing down. So what's the latest from the White House on that?
Yeah, well, this is exactly what the president does not want to see. He has been very frustrated with Russian President Vladimir Putin. That has been very clear, especially over the last several weeks. The president yesterday really speaking candidly about these phone conversations he has had with Putin, saying that during the calls, it seems to go well. He feels like his message is getting across. And then after the calls, more violence, more attacks on Ukraine continue. And that's exactly what we saw unfold overnight. And that came notably just hours after the president shrank his deadline. He initially gave Vladimir Putin about a 50-day deadline to make a peace deal with Ukraine. Now he says that's going to be 10 to 12 days, and he has threatened sanctions, secondary tariffs if that does not happen. Well, the Kremlin has responded, essentially saying that they are moving forward with military action anyway. Diane.
The president managed to make a trade deal with the EU on this trip. Overall, was this trip successful?
You know, for the president, this trip has been a mix of politics, some trade focus, but also a mix of personal family business as well. So on the trade front, it is notable that the president was having these meetings with European leaders at the Trump family golf courses, one in Turnberry. Then he flew with the British Prime Minister to Aberdeen, where he just cut the ribbon on a family's new golf course there as well. Now, the president does want to see these deals get through. Remember, that August 1st deadline for countries to make a deal with the United States on tariffs is now just a couple of days away. And so this deal with the European Union was a big deal for this administration. It was significant as well because the EU is America's largest trading partner, 27 countries also participating in the European Union as well. So that was certainly notable. Mixed reaction from European leaders on that, with drawing some criticism from the French as well. But overall, the administration feeling good about where they landed there. And the president still continuing on with that focus on family business as well. I mentioned that golf course. He's there right now, and he'll be leaving in just a few hours, head back to the White House. Diane.
Rachel Scott, thank you.